Hello. They're letting me have him back. Hello there, folks. Welcome back to an episode of AFC Thames with me, DoctorBenjyFM. Good to see you. Ben, come on. You know by now. Right then, let's go through. There's so much to talk about before we even get started today as we play some big games. It's not gone brilliantly in the Premier League, but let's start with Urban Trout then. At the end of last episode, we put in a bid to get him back on loan for another season, and Bayern Munich have gone, oh, well, go on then. Yeah, if you want him, you can have him. And I thought to myself, well, why are they letting me have him? Like, he's been prolific this season. He's been fantastic. So I went and had a look at Bayern Munich's 11, and Edgar Ferrari is phenomenal. This is the man that is keeping Urban Trout out of Bayern Munich, and you can kind of understand why. He's a French god, basically. He came from France, £75 million. Hang on. Tottenham Hotspur, with the greatest bit of transfer business I've ever seen in my whole life, getting him on a free from Marseille, then selling him on for massive money. Yeah, he's got 86 goals and 135 for France. He's, as I say, a phenomenal talent, agility, pace, everything, right? 19 composure. So that's obviously why they're not getting him, and well, I am. So there we go. I mean, I say getting him. He's their player. But we're going to have him back then next season. The player I feel most for here is Jakob, really, who's had a really good season for me this year. It's sort of gone under the radar. 29 games, 7 goals, 11 assists. Very streaky, though. 6.94 suggests that he's not like a phenomenal talent, but like he's got this ability to just create things for other people, maybe. And look, if we're in Europe, especially next season, this is going to be a crucial man. Now, Europe next season. Is this going to happen? Now, there's loads of things to talk about in regards to this, and we play Nottingham Forest, and obviously we have to win all 4 games. That's probably the long and short of it. Beat Forest, beat Sheffield United today, set something up for tomorrow. It's 2 tough away games before 2 home games that, I don't know, do you fancy yourself in? I mean, the Chelsea game is going to be tough, but you never know. As things stand then, we had a really awful... This game week was mad, by the way. 3 4-3s, a 4-1 and a 2-1. Chelsea won 4-3 at Arsenal. Thames won 4-3 at City, and that obviously not great for us, and Tottenham won. So as much as Arsenal losing was good for us, all the other sides who basically played each other like we could have really done with City winning, basically, it hasn't happened. So we sit way off, 7 points with 4 games to go, off the likes of Chelsea and Thames, of course, and Leicester as well. But there is a twist in all of this, really, and it comes down to many things. Let's start. We'll go there first. The FA Cup. So the FA Cup, and again, I don't really know what this means because there's so much going on here that I don't really know how to summarise it. Arsenal, Thames, and Tottenham all battling for the FA Cup, right? If we go to the Europa, which I'm hoping this is going to give me, Leicester, importantly, Leicester, Manchester United, both there. So again, either of those two win that. Does a spot come down to us? I don't absolutely know. And then you go to the Champions League, and it's a similar story. Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal, all there. It just takes one of them to win it, and this could feed down an extra... I think this is how it works. It could feed down an extra spot domestically to a side here. Newcastle have already won the League Cup. They beat Norwich in the final. I know, weird. They beat Norwich in the final. So, if all of it comes to fruition, we could be in with a chance of getting something if we were to finish maybe 7th or 8th. So, while it seems quite difficult right now, again, if we win our games towards the back end of this season, we have a chance. Now, we don't play Forest for a couple of days, so let's get forward towards that game then and see how we do today. It's getting very interesting here at AFC Thames. Very interesting indeed. All right then, team-wise for this game, of course, we know Osmanovic is out, suspended, unfairly or not. We've sort of decided as a group. So let's see then. Knee, Pizarro, Acacio, Rosso, Palacios at the back. We've got Salatiel and Juan Jose in the centre. Stephen. Esma on the right-hand side. Or do we bring Venturi back in for this one? I mean, Esma had a pretty good game last time. Melon, Agnonovic are going to be on the left-hand side. Urban Trout through the middle. Agnonovic. I don't know why that's so difficult for me. I don't know why. It's just difficult at speed with a blocked nose. All right then, Nottingham Forest. Now, Forest are an interesting side. They've been up and down, I think, in the last few years. So they've probably got a pretty good side, right? Being in the Premier League at all generally means your team gets considerably better very quickly. They've probably got some players on pretty big wages. So I don't expect this to be easy. If we take a look at the league table, though, which I would love to do if it would let me, there we can see that they are sitting at the moment 17th. So they're not relegation threatened, but they're down there. I mean, it feels like they're going to score. I don't know what I'm watching, really. It's just shots that are being blocked repetitively. Yeah, again, we need to win this. It doesn't really matter where Forest are. It's a case of we should win as another shot goes in, knee saves. How many shots have Forest had in that period there? They've had 4, and we've not let them score, which I guess is the good thing of all of this. There's FA Cup games going on right now as well, so I'd expect, I don't know how that leaves the league table actually. Do people have a game in hand over me or not? Few do, few don't, so doesn't really tell us anything. As the ball has been laid across again, it's a penalty. Pizarro's fouled him. I don't really know what's going on here. Forest in the first 10 minutes are having all of the ball, all of the play, and we're doing absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure this is a penalty. I don't know why this is going to VAR. If I could see it, I don't know why the referee can't. He's got a better view than me, viewers. As we're going to need Knee to do something magical. Dive away to this side, really, and push it behind for a corner is what I'm looking for. Well, he did dive that way, but Pulpit went the other way. It's a penalty. Forest lead, and you've seen the highlights of the first 5 minutes or whatever. They have been the best side by distance. I don't know what we do to change this. Maybe we just slow things down or speed things. I don't know. I guess slow things down a little bit. Try and find a way into this because it's all a bit quick. We play extremely high tempo football. Let's just try and calm things down a bit and see if that helps us out here and there. I don't know if it will or not, but so far we're not in the game at all. So we need to find something to change it. As Ermintrout, a man that knows he's returning to AFC Thames next season, is on a mission to get us back in this game. What a mission it is. Blimey, it's going to be a goal, is it? I mean, the run from Ermintrout there is absolutely ridiculous. Carlos Alberto in the Forest goal is beaten, and Aganovic, easy, scores the goal. Why can't it always be that easy? It's brilliant from Ermintrout, though. It makes a mockery of the defenders, really, as he gets so close. If he'd have scored, what a goal it would have been. And yeah, well, we changed things around a little bit. Whether that was a factor of what I did or just Ermintrout being fantastic, I don't really know. I do know it was him being good. Stephen plays a ball in. We're there, are we? Oh my word, he's missed. He's missed. How has he missed? All right, 20 minutes gone. We're coming back into it. Again, Forest are a side that have not had a good year. They are down the bottom of the table for a reason. We need to show our class of mid-table, if that's a thing, and see if we can and get the victory in this one. Then Ermintrout again. I mean, the shot's being closed down. I did wonder if they were going to go to a penalty there, but no, we're going to win the corner instead. Ermintrout's forced it, and now we're not going short for some reason. We go all the way in the first time, and it's cleared away quite comprehensively, it must be said, as we do come again. Do we know corner? I mean, I don't know why we've seen that. That was a weird highlight. It was a blocked chance and then a corner that came to nothing. So thanks, game. Appreciate that. As we're getting back into the game a little bit, we're going to speed things up just a touch. Again, Ermintrout's in. That was a weird start to a highlight as Carlos Alberto has got it. Should we be concerned here? The ball's launched forward. Defensively, we've not really dealt with that, as they are on that right-hand side now, causing issues, causing problems. It's flicked the ball to the back post. It was simple as simple can be. We sped it up a little bit by going positive and immediately concede. So if we put it all the way down to cautious and we really slow it down, will we win? I guess that's the logic I'm going to have to go with, I think. We just leave him at the back post. Is Pizarro good enough? It's an interesting debate, really, because his value's not gone up at all since we bought him. He's given away a penalty. He's been lax there, positionally. I mean, you look at his attributes, 5'5", and maybe that's one of his problems, can't jump at all. Is that an issue for us? Cost me 1.8 million, 7 assists this season. He's improving on last year, but is he good enough at this level, especially offensively? Definitely not offensively, but I don't know. He's not really a player I'd considered getting rid of. Maybe just move him to be the backup in this side and bring someone in at right back, but then of course I have to bring someone in at right back. So that's part of the problem, really. It wasn't a problem I anticipated having. Apparently we owe Forest after our last game, so let's see if that motivates and inspires some of the boys. Mayon and Esma have had shocking halves of football, and that might be part of the problem. Our forward play isn't linking quite as well. As he just punched that out there. Sorry, I paused there thinking he caught it. Are they going to score? Pizarro, shot's been powered in. I mean, that is terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna make a bold move here. We're going to go back to positive. We're going to play at the speeds we normally play at, but we're going to make changes offensively, and we're not going to waste time. Doles is going to come in. Venturi's going to come in. And I need these boys. And do you know what? I'm going to go for a big triple change. Do you know what? We're going to try and re-energise this side a little bit that so far have been in no control of this game whatsoever. We'll try and encourage the boys as well. Can we turn this round? Because if we don't win here, this is basically the season done by all accounts. So there's not much more to say after such promise and such hope. It's typical, isn't it, that a side down in 17th, threatened with relegation, are going to be the side to stop our hopes and dreams, viewers. It's almost predictable at this point as they keep the ball quite nicely. Again, this is sort of the game, the Sheffield United game after this matters very little comparably. Forest, by the way, I mentioned the fact they've probably got some good players, are playing some brilliant football. As much as I want to be critical, Knee's forced into another save. These boys shouldn't be down here. That's all I can gather from this. This sort of performance, maybe the pressure's off now. They're playing without the threat of relegation. I'm pretty sure they're safe, right? With a few games to go. They will be with a win here. So maybe they know that. Maybe that's the motivation. But either way, they're playing brilliantly. And we are not at the races at all. We've made all 3 subs now. Trout's having a bit of a shocker. We'll change up his role. Maybe try and involve him a little more as a complete forward. But with 20 minutes to go, it's going to have to happen now. Unfortunately for us, a short corner wasn't far away. Doles to Venturi and back to Doles. We know that left foot can be dangerous on Doles. He's allowed to dribble all the way in. Trout is offside because of the goalkeeper's positioning, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness me. Carlos Alberto comes out off his line more than a goalkeeper regularly would, I feel like. There's still a defender on the line. But if I've seen that correctly the first time around, that's what's made Trout be offside. Like you can see there, he's battling. Trout 22, he steps in there, and because of where the goalkeeper is, and because he's the wrong side of the defender, it's offside. That is a heartbreaking moment, as that's not going to count. That would have been the goal. Maybe there's still time though. You never know. We'll demand more from these boys. 10 minutes to go. We need a goal quick though. Otherwise, this ain't happening, is it? 5 minutes to go. I mean, there's not much more I can do than make every player in forward positions attack a little bit more and try and force something and put the pressure on Forest late doors. But I don't know, we might open ourselves up. Forest have played some brilliant stuff. If I had to bet on another goal here, it wouldn't be going the way of us, as Knee has caught it. That seemed very weird as well. Look, there is time to go as Knee throws it towards Doles and it's flicked down to McGregor. And now we know we're going to start attacking, hopefully with a little bit more pace. As the ball inside to Trout. And for some reason, I've got a weird feeling we might do this. It's gone. That feeling's gone, viewers. it's flown over. Well, okay, that's 2 minutes of added time. That definitely won't be enough, as we're trying to push for the goal. Forest now with a little bit of speed. Rosso does brilliantly. Again, I feel like we're going to get one, and that ultimately won't necessarily be enough. If we could pull it back, we've got loads of players in the middle on that left foot. Swung in. Jose's there. Blocks galore. Played back in. Trout, is he offside? Of course he is. For God's sake, we've scored 2 goals, but neither of them count. Neither of them count. I don't need to see it again. It was obvious. And we're going to lose to Forest. If that's not the most AFC Thames thing you'll ever see in your life, viewers, I don't know what is. Our chances of getting into Europe now. I was so excited at the start of the episode. I was so pumped. And it's just not there, is it? It's just not happened. It's Forest 2, Thames 1. I really hope results didn't go our way. Chelsea won their game. Again, you look at the 35 points. We had to win it. There was no other way around it. We had to be on 50 points going into the final 3 games to have any hope. And now, what's the maximum we can finish on? Well, add 9 points to it. So 56. It's not impossible. But again, too many of these sides have got extra games. It's not going to happen. Do you know what? I was going to do Sheffield United, but I feel like the way it's gone, the way the season has padded out. Let's talk about a few other things instead. Actually, let's not make this episode over. Stay with me, viewers. I know what happens when we finish games on these videos. The thing we need to talk about is the makeup of the team then. Like, where are we strong enough going into next season? And we'll talk. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read all your comments from today's video. And in the next one, talk through some of those comments maybe. If you've got any questions specifically for the team, then we'll go through them and we'll discuss how we can maybe change things moving forward, right? So, goalkeeper-wise, there's an argument to say we need another goalkeeper. Will I get a better goalkeeper than Lewis Knee? Probably not. That's the reality. Like, reputation-wise, I'm probably not going to get a better one. So he stays. Pizarro at right back. Probably a new right back. That has to happen. Asensio, I think, could be a phenomenal centre-back, but I think he just needs time to play in the role and develop. I think for a big side, it'd be 3rd, 4th choice. I think for us, we're going to gamble with him next season and see how he does there. Rosso was on loan this season from Barcelona. I don't think we're going to get him back next year, so we have to buy someone there. Palacios is a similar situation. A loan signing from Inter Milan. We need a left-back. So our back line might have to see quite a lot of change, which is quite daunting, really. Places where we don't have to see a lot of change is this area here, this sort of left central side, right? Salatiel is going to be here next year. Melon's going to be here. Doles is going to be here as another example. Aganovic is going to be on the left wing, and Trout is going to be through the centre. On the right-hand side, Venturi is going to be leaving. Juan Jose is going to be leaving, so I think a central player here is a must. Someone similar to Juan Jose, like if Real Madrid don't want him next year, then again, maybe we'll see him return again, and that gives us some great fluidity. Like the partnership between these two, fantastic. Out on the right-hand side, I don't think Esmer's ready yet. I think he's close, but I don't think he's quite there when you consider the fact he's 19 and his attributes compared to Agonovic on the other side. There's quite a big difference, quite a big leap. The determination's going down, which is a bit worrying. And interestingly, he's wanted by Real Madrid. So, I mean, he's wanted by Real Madrid. He's got a £78 million release fee. They can have him for that if they want to buy him. So there might be change, there might be bigger change, and if there's money coming in, that's going to be exciting. Again, we'll play our final game of the season. I'm going to answer your comments and questions throughout that video against Swansea tomorrow. But let me know your thoughts. Questions for the team, more importantly. Let's go through some bits and pieces, and let's have a bit of a... We're like the board. We're going to be discussing things. Let me know. We love with care then. If we spend just next time. Sorry we're not playing Sheffield. If there's any Sheffield United fans watching, I can only apologise. But I think the dream is kind of dead, as well. I'll play through the next couple of games, and then we'll see where we stand tomorrow. We love with care then. Goodbye. If it looks on, we'll come back, but it doesn't, does it?